I'm coming at you today, and I am coming at you with another cooking video. So if you're interested in cooking videos and you want to get maybe a new meal idea, then make sure you stay tuned and enjoy this video. Also, make sure you take out time to thumbs up this video. It encourages me to continue to share and also to bring you things that are highly requested by you guys, because it takes effort on my part to do so. So I ask that you take little effort and just thumbs up, and I'll continue to bring them to you. So today we're going to make my chicken enchiladas. It's very inexpensive, you guys. Well, you can make it very inexpensive by just swapping out some of the ingredients, and you can make it a little bit more upscale, whichever one floats your boat. You can do. So I am going to show you how to make them, and these do store quite well. Usually what I do is, like, for instance, right now I'm cooking like 3 meals at one time. So what I do is I cook like 3 meals at one time. That way my family still has a meal that I, as the wife and the mother, have already cooked. And it's already just covered, and all it has to do is be popped in the oven or the microwave. That way on the days that I don't feel like cooking, it's done. Alright, so it's just about planning ahead, and I'm pretty sure you ladies out there understand where I'm coming from. Alright, so again, today is just not enchiladas. So hopefully you guys can see well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sweat our little bit of diced onion and our pepper trio. No. So I'm just going to go ahead and not going to put a lot, because Daddy and Hootie don't really care for onions and things like that. So what I do is I just mince it really small and only use a little bit just for the flavor, because he does like the onion flavor. He just don't like the onions itself, which is weird, but that's my hubby. And I wish you all would take some time out below in the comment box and wish my love a happy birthday. It is his birthday today, and although we don't celebrate pagan holidays, we do celebrate our birthday. So yes, it's my love's birthday. Okay, so we're just going to dice these up, and as you can see, I don't know if you can tell by my pan is smoking, because it's ready. What you can do is you can add a little bit of cooking oil, olive oil, or as in my case, I am adding some organic coconut oil. So you can do the same, and that is what this looks like. You can find this in your local food market in the sugar and oil aisle and things like that. You can find it there. So we're just going to use probably about, not much, about a tablespoon. This is great also to make a dish out of for when you are this is great for when you make a dish out of like leftovers. So I am putting my, if I had to tell you guys how much I use probably 1/4 of an onion, of a large onion. So that's very little. I'm going to swerve the camera around a little bit more so you guys can see. Like so. And while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these peppers up, but I'm going to also verbally tell you guys the seasonings that I am using for this. and also the cheeses. Now, I use, nowadays, I know it don't look like it, but nowadays I am a little bit more conscious, I would say, than I used to be regarding certain foods and if it's organic and things like that. So I am getting better. Let's just applaud progression. And let's just applaud effort, because I am still, you know, trying to get through some things, but I'm starting to look at food differently. And it's not just because of I want to look good or look cute or whatever. It's not for vanity purposes, which is okay, that's fine with you, but I'm just saying I am starting to look at it on not even a vanity level, and just being cared for, as far as my body being cared for. So I'm trying, you guys. It's a step, so bear with me. So as you can see, these onions do not take long. In fact, I'm going to turn down the burner. And you don't have to use, these are, by the way, I'll make, if you guys want me to, just thumbs up in the comment section, and or put a comment. If you guys want me to show you how to make stuffed peppers, if you're watching your weight or your portion control, or you're just somebody that can't eat a lot at one time because of weight loss surgery, like myself, these little mini peppers are so perfect for that. And also, if you just want, you know, to switch your, you know, your way of thinking, you can eat 2 of those and think that you have, you know, a whole bunch more that you don't have. So if you need to, do whatever works. But I'm just letting you know that these are what I use. Alright. Okay, the seasonings I use, I'm going to use some Italian seasoning, again, all by Simply Organic. So this video is sponsored by Simply Organic, and these are the seasonings that I now use in my home, and this is my preferred seasoning of choice. Anything by Simply Organic. So that's what you'll be seeing me cook with most times. Shout out to Simply Organic. Alright, so we have that rolling. We're going to use some organic Italian seasoning. We're also going to use some organic chili powder or pepper. You can put some cilantro in there, and some garlic powder. These are the seasonings that you are going to use. You're also going to need some type of taco seasoning, or enchilada seasoning, whichever one you like. You're also going to need some green chilies. You're also going to need some chicken. Like I said, this is a great recipe for those who are trying to maybe make a meal out of some leftovers. As for me, I buy a big huge bag like this, and this is already oven roasted and diced chicken breast. This is really good to have. This is all natural. This is really good to have on hand. It's a resealable bag, but the reason why it's good to have on hand, because you can just throw this on a salad, or you can just make chicken salad or anything really quickly out of it. So we're going to use some of this chicken. Again, this is the diced one. I have in the freezer the ones that is for sliced as well. So I'm going to use probably about a half a pound, being that this is a 1 pound package. Okay. And I personally like mine to be a little bit more diced than this, so what I'm going to do is just let it soften, because it is frozen. I'm going to let it soften, and then it's going to naturally just break down a little bit more. How many minutes we have? 10 minutes. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put our seasonings in. Then we're going to talk about cheese. Also, you're going to need some garlic, black pepper. You shouldn't need any salt, but I use my Himalayan pink salt. Some kind of enchilada sauce. Now, it could be a red sauce, or it could be a green sauce, whichever one that you like. But you're going to need some kind of sauce, enchilada sauce. Also, a can of cream of chicken soup. You're going to also need some spray to spray on the bottom of your casserole dish. And you guys know I've been cooking for a long time, so I don't use measuring, but that was about a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then we have the garlic powder. And you can use whatever amount that you would like, but these are what I commonly use for. Alright, and we got some Italian seasoning. And some cilantro. And I don't think I've ever used this one, so. Okay. As far as cheeses, I go for a more gourmet type of cheese. You can get the good quality cheese from your local deli at your local food market. But if you want to use like Kraft or whatever, then that's fine. But I use a gourmet 3 cheese blend, as well as I use a good quality freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You can use that as well. Or you can just simply go with the cheaper version. That's why it's just Kraft. That's why I said that you can actually do this whatever way that you like, whatever way you can afford, and whatever way your taste buds like. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put our green chilies in. We've already seasoned. Once we add a liquid, it's going to soften the chicken. So I've added the green chilies, as you can see. And then we're going to add another moist item, or another liquid, because we're going to add some of that taco seasoning to the chicken. You don't have to use much. You can use probably about a half a pack, and that'll be fine. So this is a half a pack of your standard 1 ounce container. So that's a half an ounce of taco seasoning. And then you want to stir it around. And you see how it's creating its own sauce? You didn't even have to add any gravy, or it's making its own basically. Even though we add that little bit of water. But that water and the liquids that we're adding is going to kind of tenderize the chicken. And that's what's going to allow it to be able to be broken down even more than that. from diced to almost shredded. Alright, so we've already added that, and now we're going to add some of our cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup. And you can eat this right now like this over top of rice. That's also a cheap, easy, inexpensive, and delicious way to maybe fix something out of your chicken leftovers. Now I'm going to turn this burner down and let this go ahead and soften a little bit. I did not add any black pepper, so I'm going to go ahead and add that at this time. And I'm also going to add a little bit more of that cream of chicken soup. And then we're going to add just a tiny bit of water, just a little bit. And while this is going down, as far as why this is like cooking down a little bit more and simmering, we're going to go ahead and start prepping our enchilada wraps and get our baking dish together. Yes, there is a reason that I'm fat. It is because no, I just came out of the blue like, yes, there's a reason why I'm fat. That's all. Shut up. I'm going to turn it back down a little bit more. Thank you, baby. My baby's birthday today. Alright, you guys, so we're going to leave this for something else we may want. And as I told you guys already, I'm fixing 3 meals at once like I normally do, so there is a lot going on that you may don't see. Alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bacon dish. Thank you. We're going to take our baking dish and we're going to place some sauce at the bottom of the baking dish. I chose to get the grande burritos, which is the bigger size flour tortillas. But you can use whichever ones you like. You get 10 in a pack for these. Now some people use corn tortillas, but I'm just not fond of corn tortillas. So you can do whatever floats your boat, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing for mine. Alright, so we have our cheeses ready. We have our tortillas ready. And now we're going to put sauce on the bottom so that we'll put sauce on the bottom so that it can so that the bottom is also soft as well. We're going to add just a little bit of water to this, but just give it a second. And you want the whole bottom to be covered. And then add a little teeny bit of water, just a little. I promise you guys this will taste delicious. And it's easy. And it's inexpensive. Alright, so we've already, I think, covered that enough. And we've added some water to just thin that out just a little bit. Okay. We're going to take a tortilla and we're going to start putting some of that mixture now. You can bulk this up by using beans. This is so easy, you really can do it in your hand, you guys, but if you have to have a board, that's fine. But it literally is extremely simple and easy to do. And you want to face the enchilada down on the open side, like so. And you're just going to keep doing that and lining it up for however many that you want to fix for your household. Oh, I'm going to have to open that up because what I do is I put cheese inside as well. So let me show you how I do that. This is, and then I'm going to use that high quality gourmet 3 cheese blend. And then we're going to fold each end like this, inward. And then we're going to flip this just like so. There you go. Sorry, you guys. So you can make it as fat or as skinny or whatever as you like. As you can see, this one it does is shorter. As you can see, and that's longer. But I do need to add some cheese to this one. But it's already down. I don't want this person to have less cheese than everybody. So I'm just going to crack this open just slightly, just so I can throw this cheese in there. And this is basically it. You're just going to keep doing this till it is lined up. Just going to try to flip this the same way I did it to get in there. Flip it right on. Yep. Okay. And you're just going to keep on, like I said, and do the whole thing. So I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. What you're going to do is, I know it's because it's a long video, so I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do the whole pan. But what you want to do is, after this is all lined up in your casserole dish, what you want to do is you want to add your red or green enchilada sauce over top of everything. Then the last thing to do is to add on top of that a layer of shredded cheese. And then you put it in the oven, like 375 I would say, for about, I'd say about 20 minutes. It should be good. And you will have a delicious meal, very inexpensive. Doesn't take a lot of effort, but it does taste great. And that is how we do it. Alright, you guys, so thank you for tuning in. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for supporting me and finding what I share of value. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed this recipe, you guys. Talk to you guys later and be blessed.
Oh, for good luck.